Hello, everybody. Welcome to Keep It Spiritually Simple. I'm your host, Sandra McAllis, and it is Sunday, fun day, the 7th of December. So, as we open up to the winter months, we're opening up to weather changes, snow. Snow is in the air. We got a nice blanket here in the DC area. You know, adults look at this as ruffling their feathers. Their schedules are messed up. School schedules are messed up. The roads, the traffic is more insane. You got to shovel, put ice down. There's just so many things you got to do when there's a snow day. But as a kid, you look at it as a permission slip to throw caution to the wind, to just be a day to step out of time, be warm and fuzzy inside. It means sledding, snowball fights. It means running around and getting wet and freezing. It means coming inside and peeling off your clothes to possibly a cup of hot chocolate or warm soup. Maybe some food you don't normally eat to get to snack on. Maybe some no nonsense on the television as you take a snow play break. There's just so much that is so amazing. And even when the adults let go of that agenda, let go of all the, oh gosh, we enjoy it too. Because honestly, if you were to look at snow and just really tap into how it makes you feel, it is pure, it's calming, it has a mystical magic to it as it blankets the ground of Mother Earth, especially when you take a look at it when there's no tracks, no cars, no kids, no nothing. There's just a purity to it. If you were to flip through a book or a magazine or something and see a snow-covered mountain or a snow-covered barn or a snow-covered street, there just is this inner mystical peace that hits you right there in that third chakra, warms up the fourth chakra, and it just recenters the brain. It's just so amazing. But also, as we're moving into December, we're moving into a time where the energies have changed quite a bit. Now, that has to do with a multitude of things planetarily, energetically, as far as intentional and non-intentional. Honestly, none of that matters if you're really learning to be a navigator. So if you're learning to be a navigator, you're tuning into your physical apparatus and you're finding all of its dials and its buttons that gets it to operate. And you don't see as much of the chaos out there when you turn inwardly. And you don't necessarily have to respond with this apparatus in an emergency situation, but sometimes you do. If a car brakes in front of you, you've got to quickly maneuver to the left or the right in hopes that your brakes work and that you're not hit from behind or the side trying to avoid something that has stopped in front of you. But these are reflexes and learned skills. In order to go inwardly and work with the energies that present, not necessarily where's that coming from, who's doing this, and then it stirs up all this mental logic. It takes you out of the commander navigator seat so you can go through invisible and quite visible obstacle course as a spiritual athlete, as a physical athlete, as a mental athlete, working on those emotions, working on that energy body, working on the brain waves, so you can dip into one and dip out of another. As we're talking about the energy, we're also talking about what you might hear as time collapsing, time shift changes, time conversions, and you can call it what you want, or you can just be the observer and see if you're experiencing it. So some of my clients have said, Sandy, the world has gone mad. I literally will drive to work, park, and as I'm walking a few blocks to my building, I will look over and I will see a homeless person in the woods pouring gasoline on a fire. I will see people running out in the streets to cross the road, and it's not even a crosswalk, and cars just dodging them, and then they're not even looking up and paying any attention. They're just assuming they're going to get to the other side. Seeing erratic behavior that is very bizarre in their home or in their workplace or in a public area, because the energy is on high irritation level for many. And if we're not doing our inner work, we're going to be right there with them. So we can't all be having a meltdown. We can't all be on fire and inflamed with the DNA changes that the energy is creating in our electromagnetic bodies. So again, I have clients talking to me about, I'm driving down the road, I'm behind a particular car. I know that I've passed the car. I'm miles away from that car. And then it's almost like I may blank a little bit, like maybe space out a little bit. And then next thing I know, that car is right up with me again, as if I never passed it and time stood still. You may find you put something down, you know for a fact that you just saw it, but it's completely disappeared. It's not in your reach. So you may frantically look for it and feed in to that time zone. Or you may say, okay, I'll come back for that. I'll come back for that. And when you do, and you come, you're working those inner dials and you're lowering the volume on your own crazy, the item will appear exactly where you left it. We're also finding a lot of us getting disruptions in sleep, tons of sleep disruptions. I used to get angry about that. I used to feel like, why can't I just lay my head on the pillow and wake up in the morning and have had all those hours gone by and my body recharged and regenerated? Why do I wake up so often? Whether it's pain, whether it's mind, whether it's bladder, it didn't matter what it is. Over the years, I used to get quite frustrated with it. And this past year, I've been almost seeing and hearing my guide team nudging me awake. Like, we don't want you in that space wherever you may have been in the astro. They may be saying, hey, we're working on you. We need you to wake up a little bit. Let's shake it out. It's kind of like when you work out and you pump, or you're doing an exercise, you stop, you shake it out, catch a breath, maybe do a counter pose, walk away from your weights, come back. So that is kind of what I feel like I'm wrestling with, is like this whole, you know, weight session. And I'm having to wake up quite a bit. And then I just don't get angry. There's a few things I can do. I can get up and empty my bladder. Sometimes I have to get up and lay on the floor on a foam roller and release some snap, crackle, pops. Sometimes I have to grab my massager, lay on my side and put it back there on the shoulder or my low back and let the vibration kind of adjust the body and lull me back to sleep. And sometimes I'll lay there and think I'm never going to go back to sleep. And next thing I know, I've dozed off and I've woken back up again. So I'm trusting that spirit's got me, source creator's got me, my guide team has got me, because I've been assured that I didn't come here to fall out or be taken out. I may fumble a little bit because I am still figuring out this apparatus that houses my spirit. And I'm really, truly trying to do it with as much fun and excitement of exploring, just being and exploring, finding something new in my cave or deep inside of an emotional component within a system within my body. And all I can do is work towards more stamina through practice of alignment and balance. So I got to hone it, skill it to become even close to what I may feel could be a little more masterful than I was a few days before. Without the overbeating. I don't believe in beating myself up. It doesn't come naturally for me. So I can eat what I want, do what I want, and then I don't get mad at myself. I just go, oh man. All right, I went a little overboard today. So, all right, tomorrow. Let's see what we can do about that tomorrow. And then I face it tomorrow. But I don't allow those low, dense energies to enter of blame, shame, guilt, fear, lack of control. Now, I will say December 1st, I had what I want to call a gut-wrenching twist to release and level up. And I awoke in the morning and I had a particular topic on my mind that I had no control of, but it was worrying me. It was bothering me. Not only was there mileage distance between me and this particular situation, there have been years of this up and down yo-yo. And it was really disturbing me. And I finally had to get a hold of the runaway train of thought, one that was headed straight for multiple cliffs that were going to bump and bang and hurt all the way down if I didn't pump the brakes. So I had to get in my commander seat and I had to override a lot of these thoughts. I had to feel the cooling of my brain, the cooling of my body. But there was something going on energetically that was also compounding what was happening. And I look at it as that final ring, like that you're just wringing out that dish rag, just trying to get that last drop so that that dish rag can dry or that sponge can dry out and self-generate sanitation. And in my case, it would be sanity. And I had been asking Spirit for a lot of help. And I've had a lot of years to practice to, it's like taffy. I would just pull myself away and get sucked back in, pull myself away, get sucked back in. And I found that's exactly what my whole abdominal cavity was doing on December 1st. My stomach, I swear to you, if I had a camera in there, I would promise you that it was flipping, that it was like trampoline trust. It was bouncing and pulling, and it kept hitting zero, and it just wanted to just come out underneath my diaphragm. And it almost just had me gasping for air and gagging at the same time. But I knew that spirit was merging and purging, and my physical avatar was going through those physical motions to let me know. So I went with it. I had a little bit lighter day on Monday the 1st for the first 5 hours, and I just allowed it to occur as I walked through my morning into early afternoon, to allow myself to feel it physically and to let the tears flow right there with it. And it wasn't easy, I'm going to tell you. But I've been doing my shadow work for so many years by facing it. I don't hide from it. Something comes up, I don't care how painful it is. I want to face it because I'm an is girl. I'm in the isness of the what is of the reality. Just give it to me. Sock it to me, baby. Let me know. And then I will respond accordingly. Why? Because I've got a hold and control over how this apparatus responds. So I know that I'm not going to lose it to crazy town, at least not for very long, for sure. So there's a reserve in here, multiple years of experience with this. And it's interesting because the situation that I was gut wrenching over has not changed. I have changed on how I will respond to it. And it isn't even like I've got to control the response. It's automatic now. It's automatic. And so my only response to the situation that I felt was inflaming me, that literally just kept pouring gasoline on this fire and twisting me all up, that my nerves were so entangled over it, in it, I couldn't see through it, that I needed to give it that merge purge time. So now I respond with more ease because I truly have no control over that situation or that situation's journey. I have no control. The only thing I can do is love myself and love that situation with every ounce of me. And trust that that journey will go as that journey needs to be, and there will be an outcome, a portal that someone will go through. That'll be a big wake-up call, whether it's here on this planet or in the astral with spirit. And that's not easy to say. So anyway, while we are going through all of these things, I want you to take a step back and truly pay attention to what your body's trying to tell you. It's trying to give you hints. It's trying to have a conversation with you. Are you just going to keep doing your daily list? Or are you going to stop, drop, sit, connect with your breath, connect with conversations that are going on physically, mentally, and emotionally? And give yourself that time to dialogue. And know that it's not all painful. Some of them are wonderful golden nuggets that they're just trying to share, right? And you know you're always protected. Spirit's got you. God, source creators got you. So when you go to sleep at night, maybe you've got to ask for some things to be worked out there. I've had a lot of years of experience with that because I think, again, if a video camera was on me, I probably look like I was in a boxing ring fighting multiple experienced boxers. because sometimes I would wake up feeling quite wrenched and in pain, and I would literally have bruises on myself because I know that I was having some kind of an inner fight in the astral plane, right? But I wound up in my bed, safe as could be, safe as could be, because I know nothing's ever going to happen to me. I know God's got me. I know Source Creator's got me. And you need to know that too. So as we're going into these holidays, where there's a lot of inflammation going on, I'm telling you, there's a lot of inflammation. Swiping those credit cards are on fire. And then you're going to get the statement next month and you're going to hit rock bottom. To maybe go into this holiday system, realizing you need to cool it on the swipe. And you need to say, my gift to you is just my presence. And I don't expect anything given to me. As a matter of fact, I ask for it not to be given to me. And then I'm not going to give it to you in the same way. And so you're rewiring your neural pathways. You're formulating a new story. But it starts with you. It starts with you. You got to exit the portal of crazy. Take an aerial view and observe how you're noticing time is different. You're communing with your body. So you're realizing, wow, I am tightly wound. I am tightly wound. I need to unwind. I need to figure out some counter poses so that I can be more balanced pre-life injuries. Because life is going to continue to happen. So let's just not be a mounting post for more. Let's stop, shake it off, say, I'm not doing this. I love myself too much and I love my loved ones too much. I'm going to set an example. And the next time it snows, I'm going to get an interplay going on and I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy it, even if it's not in my own household. I love watching the kids going down the hills. I love it. I just do. And it's okay that I got to scrape off my car and reach further across my windshield and my arms will go. But you know what? Every year you get through it. Why not get through it with responses that bring you more peace or mystical magic of calmness? We can really let your shoulders down, your hair down, your back. It doesn't need to stand up to attention because you're having a response of fear. So if I can help any of you on my journey, my website is embodimentofthesoul.com until I get it changed to keep it spiritually simple. Watch me on YouTube, like, subscribe, share. Listen to me on all the podcasts, like, subscribe, and share. I'm truly grateful for each and every one of you. All right. Stay tuned to some upcoming videos we got going on, episodes. I've got Dr. Nancy on plant medicine. We just did one on current energies. I've got Kimberly Brighton coming back on. We're going to talk about the cosmos and planetary alignments and what the energy is doing right now and some of the things we can do just to shake, rattle, and roll, still sit comfortably. Deborah Moore's coming back on. She does some powerful meditations. Please go back and look at all of her videos. Tony Rodriguez came on. He's talking about subliminal music and beats that he's creating to help you rewrite your programs so they work better for you on all levels. I've got a few other people coming up, but I'm not going to name them yet. I'll bring that up later. But anyway, look at some of the past episodes, catch up with those, and then tag along by subscribing to some of the upcoming ones that we have for December and January. We're going to get into some different topics. Got a few people coming on. We're going to talk about addiction. We're going to talk about not only the addict, but the loved ones around the addict. Anyway, I just have a lot of things going on that's revealed to me by spirit on a daily basis. So if I come across somebody that spirit says tag them, I tag them and we get in touch and they come on. So this whole show is an intuitive show. There's never anything rehearsed. And it is to bring awareness that you are enough. You're enough. You've got this. Take a look around you and you may say all this stuff I've accumulated is not important. My sanity is important. I want to take a new path. I want to breathe in some better air, fill my lungs. So I'll do an upcoming breath video probably in the next couple of days too, to simply help you tune in while you're in the car or you're out and about. So much love. You are walking, living, breathing columns of light. Own it, shine it, be it. Let it show you everything. Don't worry about what your neighbor's doing. You take care of you and stay in your lane. Start to become the stronger person you know you can be with stamina. And once you've got that anchored, then you can reach outside of yourselves. Okay? So right now, it's all about the you of the universe. Okay? All right. See you guys on the next episode. Bye.